Today, we are going to talk about Wall Street, why it is called Wall Street, and what does it represent. But today, when we talk about Wall Street, the first question is, where is Wall Street? So Wall Street is actually a street in downtown New York. When you look at the picture on my screen, you can see the big blue on the left. That is the Hudson River. So if you visited New York, you may have visited or used Newark Airport, which is on the left, and the Statue of Liberty right here in the harbor where I am hovering. And Wall Street is in the oldest part of the city. As you can see here on Wall Street, old buildings, not the modern skyscrapers that you see in Times Square and you always think of when you think of New York. But the old buildings are beautiful, and the stock exchange is in one of those old buildings. So I am now going to share with you a video that I took with the student group shortly before the pandemic.
Here we are. Can you see the church? That is Trinity Church, and that is where Wall Street starts. Wall Street is only about 8 blocks all the way from the church down to the East River. But in the 1600s, there used to be a wall here, and that's why it's called Wall Street. So look at the picture that I'm holding up. This is what the wall looked like. It was a wooden wall, and it ran all the way across from the Hudson River to the East River. So this was a Dutch colony called New Amsterdam, and they built the wall here because they were scared the British would attack them. So Britain attacked, and they came in 1664, and they changed the name from New Amsterdam to New York, the name by which we know it today. But today, when people talk about Wall Street, they think about the stock exchange, money, money, money. So after 9/11, they closed all the streets going to the stock exchange, and the security here really ugly, as you saw as we were walking into this area. So what they've done to try and beautify the security is they actually installed many historical markers. So look on the ground where I am standing. Can you see the wooden squares? This is where the wall used to be. So as we're going to walk in the tour, you will see we're going to walk in the old New Amsterdam that was here during the 1600s.
But today, when we look on Wall Street, it's the same old street from the 1600s. And yet, Wall Street today is the abbreviation of the financial services industry and all the related businesses. Also, when we talk about Wall Street, we talk about the New York Stock Exchange, which is on Wall Street in Lower Manhattan. The NASDAQ, a second stock exchange in New York, is in Times Square. Also, part of the financial services industry, the Federal Reserve Bank, which I will cover in a separate video. All the different investment banks and all the different financial sector businesses, they make up Wall Street as we know it today. So that, my dears, covers Wall Street in a nutshell. Please like, subscribe, and stay in touch that you can be updated when we release new videos.